This video is part of a series illustrating basic workings of QGIS. In this video, we've already added a number of layers and edited them, created buffers around cell phone towers, and now we're to the point where we're pretty happy with how it looks and we're ready to create a layout for printing or export. And we do that up here in the Map Layout Composer. We'll give it a name. And we get this work surface to work with. It assumes that you're interested in a letter size 8.5 by 11 layout, which you could change under the print settings. But down here on the left-hand side, we add the basic components of a map. Let's see, this button right here is for adding the map. We can also adjust, we could move the window itself if we want to change it or change its size. We can also move the contents of the map by using this other button, and we could alter the scale by changing this number over here. If we change it to, it changes how big the map is in the view. Okay, other elements we might want to add are perhaps an image. You select the tool over there and then you draw the space you want it to inhabit and then specify the name of the file. It's a picture of a cell phone tower. We may want to add a text box that contains the title. Over here we can change the properties of the font, such as its size. We can choose a number down here. We can type one up here. We can center it, change its vertical alignment also. The box that the text appears in, we could add a frame or not have a frame, and change the color and style of the frame. Okay, other things we might be interested in adding are the legend. Draw a box for it, and then over here on the right we're able to affect which items we see in the legend and which we don't. We're not even using the roads at all, so we may as well remove them, and we're not looking at the cities right now either. This gray background just delineates Canada up there, so I'll remove that, and then we can also change the names of the ones we plan to keep by choosing it and then choosing the edit button. Okay, then we could also add a scale bar if we want one. It already knows the scale that the map really is in, and so the scale bar is automatically correct. And you could add a north arrow if you care for one. You put it down by clicking where you want it to start, and then, or where you want it to begin and end, and then it draws the arrow from there. Whoops, and if you're not careful it won't be straight. I also recommend adding text that explains attribution, either for the data source, who made the map. Once you add the box, you can affect its orientation and vertical alignment. So at some point in the layout process you may decide that you want to change the contents of the map itself, and we can go back and make changes to the map in the QGIS software itself. We go back to that other window. See, there's the map layout and here's the map, and one thing that I wish is for the water to be blue, and so we could look for a shapefile of the Great Lakes and add that in. So I've added the lakes in brown, and we'll change that to watercolor. There we go, that looks better. And then when we go back to our layout, it does not reflect the changes. It's frozen, which can be a good thing if you want to make multiple layouts with different effects to them. If you do want it to refresh, you choose View Refresh, and it will reflect the changes that you've made. And you can add a rectangle. You can see you can add shapes here also. You could add an